All right. And we'll go live in 3, 2, 1.
All right, thought about we just finished practice. Yeah, we're waiting for the quality to start, and hopefully let us know if everyone can hear us. Then we got engine sounds too. Probably won't be able to hear much of the engine sounds. No one's going, but
green light. Show them what you
there
got.
we go this time. Absolutely professional.
Metal, rinse, and repeat. Can you hear us, Metal? Can you hear car sounds?
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Motors what? Metal, your audio. Yes for all. Your audio low, but someone said, yeah, it's for all. Much better, can hear all. Loud and clear, someone. Metal, turn your own volume up. Your hearing aid. Oh dear. All right. Well, I was having a night off, but not now.
Yeah, my bad.
No, all
Thank
good.
you, K-Man.
All good. So welcome, guys. I suppose the only other thing I should do, guys, just just a little bit of housekeeping. I should share my screen. Might be handy, boys.
Who am I watching then?
I think you're watching. Yeah, you're watching Knox's. Knox, can you stop?
Yes.
Can that, and then I'll quickly throw mine up, and we'll be into it.
Options.
Yes. Stop watching. Right, 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Oh, that would be better.
Oh, that's better.
Batteries run out on the hearing aid. All fixed. Bucko, how am I in the room as a racer? Sorry, guys. I need to be friggin' in the room as a racer.
Oh, show them how it's done, K-Man.
Yeah.
So we got 12 minutes to go. I don't think anyone's set a lap time yet.
No, doesn't look like it.
So maybe
Green light. Go.
track limits here. It's very easy to just drive over the edge. Lap. Very difficult to keep the speed up without edging.
Cox, did you say there was a way to turn up individual sound out of Discord?
Yes, if you right click.
Oh yeah, here's a volume. Righto.
Yep.
Let us know now, boys. Somebody's saying. Let us know if we're all good. Righto. Okay, let's get into this. All right,
Put our
boys.
first couple of times in, and M. Harris is at the front for 135.2. Team of the Bears have gone 0.4 behind him in second, and Kick it in third, 7 behind. So now M. Harris is ready to get challenging everyone to beat.
tenths up there and a little bit held up there, I would have thought. Let's watch to the end of this lap. That's dropping into the 34s.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those tracks where your corner entry, as the old saying is, slow in, fast out. And that turn 10 at Tremontal there, if you get on the gas too early, it's a terrible corner there for bloody oversteer. I've seen plenty of cars go around there through the season, so super important too that you get the best running you possibly can out of turn 10. You want to maximise the top end speed going down through the far right-hander at turn 11, while coming into 13 on the brakes heavily, and then into Carro 14. You know, you get a bad exit at turn 10 there, and it will absolutely crucify your lap time. But M. Harris looks like he's doing well so far. I can see that the times now started to normalise a little bit. We've got the guys in behind him like Panda and Kickett. St. Sim all within a second, so down to 5th position you've got 8 tenths difference there.
Yeah, very close midfield battle here we have.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm predicting tonight too, Noxie. I think that these guys, race start, I reckon, coming down there into turn 1, 2, 3 chicane. You can always get a little bit hairy, but tradition would suggest. Well, they could be, but I think tradition suggests with these guys is that they're all pretty respectful of each other and they're pretty clean. So I reckon that they'll be on it again tonight. And yeah, thinking about 60 minutes of racing versus first 25 seconds of a race.
Cayman just apparently they can barely hear me, so
Hey Bounties, yeah, I just turned yours right up to the max there. So we should be right, I think. Flies clapping, so I'm hoping that we're all good now. Have a bit of a look at a few of the others, they'll kick it and rip it.
well, Kick and Rip, it's definitely been a definite improver over this season. He started off a little bit slow, but we've all seen how he's really starting to climb up the leaderboards, and a few other drivers have done exactly the same too. We just constantly see them up higher and higher each race we go, so it's really, you can tell a lot of the guys are putting a lot of effort in training and to be the best drivers they can.
Yeah, you're right, mate. It's very evident that that's the case, and I think that you know, we say this every round, and we see the improvement from these guys from last season to this season. It's just been absolutely fantastic. You know, and the other cool thing is too, I think that a lot of the teams have got some really good consistency with people that are in the team, and you know, you'll find that there's certain people in the team that will step up and help. And provide that support to the newer guys. I know that when I first started driving AAC, so I came off winning, you know, championship divisions with Project Cars 2, and then having my first season in ACC, I felt like I was a noob to it all. You know what I mean? It just I didn't gel with it at all. It took ages. So, and these guys are lucky that we've got some guys in there that have been doing it for quite a few seasons now. I mean, we're at season 9. Which is fantastic. With an update to come out soon, hopefully, see what that looks like. But these guys will just continue to improve.
And Blungpoo Panda has just gone .032 behind M. Harris, so that's an incredible time there. Sorry to butt in.
Yeah, well, Bandle actually was in P1, so Harris
Oh.
has taken that back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much I'm watching.
There's a bit going on.
Yeah. I'm just enjoying Admin's little spiel.
Well, we've got 5 minutes to go, so this is an opportunity for these guys to go out and do another run. Can't quite see the track temperatures. Was it 33?
Track 33, ambient 24.
Yep.
Sunny all the way.
Yeah, look,
Track is
perfect
optimal.
for this track.
Yep.
This track is an absolute tyre killer.
Oh, definitely.
Especially these, especially this little combination of corners. I mean, if you get that right, that you can make up so much time on your overall lap. And as we've just seen then with Scotty Pye, the pit exit there, they come out on the fat side of the track. So, as they're coming through on turn 3, you've got people exiting from the pits, and you've got to be very careful of that. Also, coming out on colder tyres for any of these guys. But we only got a field of 16 tonight as well. Yeah, it's probably what was the last round like with these guys?
Well, I think we had
It
about
seems
19.
quite small.
19, I think we did. 18, 19.
Yeah.
Still a decent field. It's
Yeah,
great
it
to
is.
see. And we also can't forget that this race is be variable temperature and weather, so you never know. It's something we could maybe get some rain. Doesn't look like it now, but half an hour's time it might change.
Yeah, well, that's what I'll be keen to see, actually, mate. I haven't raced for the last 2 rounds as I've been away on holidays and that, but hopefully I'll get a little bit of intel tonight as to what next week will look like. Pretty keen to get it back out there, to be honest.
Well, I haven't done any rain testing yet, so maybe I should.
Yeah, well, I haven't. What's this round? So I haven't driven since. What I do? Down on 4 or 5. I haven't driven since round 3. I can't even remember what track that was.
You remember how to drive?
Was that Brands Hatch?
Kind of.
You didn't do Brands Hatch, Alton Park.
I didn't do Brands Hatch, no.
Did you do it? You must have done Alton Park.
That was it.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, Alton Park. So that's how long it's been since I've been. I actually haven't even sat in the chair and turn the on button on. So I did write down a setup today for the Audi Evo 2 for Misano. So it'll be cool to see what that looks like. But still pretty tight at the top there.
Yep.
Kind of feel like
Team Little Bear's gone very close too as well. So
sure
looking
has.
good for the top here. Some good battles.
Well, I mean, top 11 are inside 1 second. So that's for these guys, that's awesome. They're definitely going to be hunting down, looking to try and get a good start at the start of the race.
I think M. Harris is feeling the pressure too at the minute, so he's he's not able to.
What?
Oh no, Panda. So Panda has done it. 34.8.
Yes. Well, that is a rapid time.
Wow.
So he's pulled a absolutely blind of a lap in. He's put 0.3 in front of M. Harris here, who's seemed to be the contender for fastest guy here in practice. So can M. Harris punch back on the last couple of laps? He's got a minute to do, so will he get around? And he might only have 1 lap to do this.
Yep, it looks that way. He's going to have one lap crack at it. Let's jump on board, and see whether he can get it up there. He has gone that quick before, so he has gone quicker than that. But it's whether he can bring it together.
Hey guys, Stu, how are you?
Hey guys, hey Stu.
Evening, fellas.
And he's up at 10th.
He's going to need more than that.
Yeah.
He's got some nice lines there. You've been coaching MK Man, I believe.
Very
Nothing.
clean.
Nothing. I'm giving him nothing. He does his own shit. He's about to return to work after the birth of his third son. So
Yep.
Third.
back to work tomorrow for him.
You'll be looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Well, here we go. He's got a
Get away
good
from
run
the
out of
kids.
there. He's up 3/10.
Oh, here we go.
He's got a good
His
run.
pressure's on.
He
The
lost
last sector
lost a
here.
bit of time. Can he hold it together?
Just got to hold it core. Carl start.
4/10.
Car's gotten unsettled.
Half a
Has
second.
it gone outside?
No, he's still on it.
Still kept it. Wow.
It's still green. Oh, and
He's
had
lost
a bit
it
of
there.
oversteer. He's still green. Can you come out here?
No, is it?
Oh,
No.
Oh! What a
so
lap!
close.
Oh,
What a
dear.
lap. But that last little oversteer that he did has
Yep.
costed him pole. So
Yep.
fantastic quality from Flunkby Panda to take out pole position. We got M Harris in second. Team Little Bear with another awesome effort in third behind them. Then we got Sparky God. That's a good quality for him in fourth. Christopher in fifth. And then we got 6 and Bits of Missing, 7th Psycho, 8th Scotty Pie, 9th Shamrock, and 1 second behind we got Kick It and Rip It to round out the top 10. So some good times here from everyone.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
some ripping times for those guys, and you know, not to take anything away from the guys down past P10. You know, there's some close times there as well. Before we get down to Wayne Morris and add too many, but yeah, look, there's an opportunity here. I feel like, you know, that these top 10 race start are going to be. It's going to be a sprint race. That first couple of corners there, and I guess whoever can hold it nice and steady through there is going to set them up for 4, 5, and 6. I'd probably, if it was me, prefer to be on the inside coming into turn 4 versus being the outside. But anyway, we'll see what happens for some of these guys. We've got 23 watches on tonight too, Noxie, so we've got 3 have hit the like button, so if we can get 20 more, that would be fantastic.
Hey, good showing. Welcome, guys.
So we say it all the time. It just, you know, it promotes the channel, helps us get a little bit more airtime when people are doing searches for a set of Corso stuff. So, yeah, thank you so much for your time tonight. And as I quite often say, you know, grab a box of popcorn, grab your nana, sit down on the couch and enjoy the race.
Grab a drink if you like a drink.
You on the wines tonight, mate?
Always. It's my Tuesday night ritual now.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not when
I
I'm
used
racing
to
though,
have
but
that. I used to do that too. Have a glass of wine sitting on the window ledge, and when I pulled into the pits, have a quick couple of sips. But yeah, I don't do that anymore.
Over the weekends or the Monday, the missus comes home and gets me a surprise package of a couple of red wines for me to test out for Tuesdays. So I never know what I'm going to get.
Oh, how lucky is that?
A box of chocolate, but it's a box of wine.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's a beautiful thing, Noxie. Sorry, I was a bit quiet there for a minute. I had an old person's moment. Had to go to the bathroom. Had to tell the wife that I'd had to boot up the stream and so on and so forth. So we're all good. But before the race starts, with just under 3.5 minutes to go, I thought I'd go over the point score for Tier 2. Okay. So I haven't got anything to show at this point in time, or maybe I do. Careful, something like shows up. No, that's all right. I'll just talk through it. So for the Pro-Am in Tier 2, we've got M. Harris on 139 points. Bits are missing, 129, only 10 behind.
Ooh.
Flung Poo Panda on 114. Team Little Bear on 111. Shamrock on 97. Scotty Pie on 90. Sir McSquid 87. Interrule 74. Sparky God 36. Psycho 31. Bozza 777 18. And Viper Z 13. So that's the Pro-Am in Tier 2. And then in the Am, we've got Saint Sim in the lead on 100. Cobb McCool.
He's been going so well.
Yeah, Cobb McCool on 87. Kick It and Rip It on 79. AB Saints 70. Exo 61. Shaky K 61. Low NZ 60. Add Too Many 44. And Christoph 43. And that sort of rounds out pretty much sort of like the top 10 there. So it's pretty close, guys, at the top there.
Yeah, no, that is.
In both.
Definitely.
In both, so...
Yeah, we've still got a championship to play for here with 2 rounds to go, so anything can still happen. But hasn't M. Harris been probably one of the most consistent drivers here this championship? So first round of a third, the second round was what's that? First round was a first, second round a third round a first, the fourth round a third, and then the fifth round another third.
Well, it's all about consistency, isn't it? We spoke about this before, mate, even with yourself. Look at where you're sitting on the individual points table, and you haven't won a race yet.
No. I'd like to get one maybe I did by the end of the championship, but
yeah,
the caliber of driver around me is just insane.
I'd love to win a race too. I haven't won a race since I started.
I
think the highest position I've had is probably about third.
I'm about the same as third. I think I've managed a third, and that's when the other 6 or 8 in front have fallen off.
Yeah, same.
So, but 20 seconds to race start.
20 seconds.
Let's see what sort of a show these guys can put on for us.
Just while we've got a couple of seconds, I'll just jump in and just let the guys know, audience, we've got Pagny and Next Level Racing. It's provided a major prize for end of season 10, which is to be confirmed whether it's a cockpit without a seat or cockpit with a seat. So I think that was a track racer. So thank you, Pagnian, for that. We've got our other sponsors there, so Selby Acoustic Racing, Games Brothers, and who else was there? Came in. We've got I can't think.
We will be.
No, it is those 3. Yeah, because we've got PRT, the podium.
Yep.
If you haven't jumped on the website there for Bounty, definitely jump on the website. If Bounty wants to put the link up in the chat, so people can have a look. But there's some pretty good stats in there and a fantastic looking webpage. And obviously we've got BHR. So BHR is not a sponsor as such. It's more of a representation of one of our own fellow racers who passed away quite a while ago, Bruce Hale, and to be recognised for, hence why we race green. That was his favourite colour. And just an unfortunate circumstance where Bruce now races in around the clouds, but always on our minds. But as they're on their formation lap, we look forward to seeing how this race kicks off with the start. I'm a little bit nervous, to be quite honest. It's my first time back for a while, so.
It's all right, mate. I've been nervous lots of times.
Well, I'd be nervous too, mate, if I had a beard like yours.
That's enough. I might might shave.
Well,
I might
say
shave.
that as a
I might shave it off at the end of the year, and then people start calling me Moonface.
No, don't. No. I would love to look like
Do a
someone symbolic like you do.
before and after.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, a couple of turns to go, guys, and we should be setting up for the green light. Let's hope they get through turn one nice and cleanly. I'm on board
sure
with
they will.
Little Bear, so let's see what they can do.
We're around the final corner here, down the straight. We'll wait for the green flag to drop.
There's a little bit right up behind, buddy.
And here we
There
go. Green, green, green. We are away. And Sparky's gone in the middle here.
Oh, he has.
No. We're looking okay. Everybody's given space so far.
So far, so good.
A little bit of side-by-side action there.
Still side by side. M. Harris sort of stuck on the outside there. Oh, there's somebody around.
And who was that?
Yeah, I can't see on the
I'm just going to check the replay for you.
map.
Yep, if you've saved that replay, Noxie, that'd be great.
Well, for the most part, though, that's a pretty
There
pretty
goes
clean
another
start.
one around.
Someone
That
else
looks
has
like
gone around.
that Shamrock's going around.
Scotty Pye must have been involved in that. I'd say it looked like he slowed down then. Let's have a look at the YouTube stream here as they're coming around into that section, corner 9 and 10. Yeah, so Scotty Pye's gotten up on the inside of Shamrock. And he's done the right thing, he's gotten off the track and redressed that position. So well done, Scotty Pye. So we've got a drag race. Did you see puffs of dirt coming up there in front of Wayne? Who's he got him behind him? Is it Shamrock? Yeah, certainly not the position that he would want to be in after the race start, but it's okay. It's a long race. Only on to the second lap.
So just with that first incident that we just saw at the
There's been
first
another.
sector, we had Sarko Genti. He actually spun on his own accord, lost the rear, and touched another car, and then spun out. So he's in the Lexus,
Right.
unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a bit of dodging cars down at the back.
There is a bit, isn't
Guys
there?
at the moment.
Yeah, Scotty out onto the grass there, coming down the side of the back straight. Oh no!
Psycho's. Oh no, Wayne.
And Wayne
Psycho's
Morris.
gone off track there and looked as though he's come back onto the track.
And add too many have come together there. He's given position back.
No, that's a shame for these guys.
On to Team Little Bear. He's got a half a second gap to Sparky, or blown out a little bit now. Sparky's a couple of seconds behind M. Harris and Panda. M. Harris seems to be hanging on to the back of Panda fairly well at this point. It's Geez, I tell you,
fairly well. It's pretty close.
It's a bit of a game of cat and mouse, isn't it? I think. You know, from what I'd seen, and Knox, as you mentioned earlier, from what you'd seen of M. Harris's, you know, potential pace. I suppose the question is, what does he do strategically? Does he pit early and, you know, push to open a gap, or does he wait for Panda to pit and then push?
Yeah, that's a good question. Or they can sort of both work together right now, build a gap, and then they can sort of sort out, you know, who's top dog after once they build a decent enough gap and start squabbling. But that's always a tough one to answer. You know, should you pit earlier and sacrifice maybe some grid spots, because you might get held up in traffic too. If you pick too early, you might get held up, so that could slow you down. So it's a bit of a, you know, a tough call.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it is a tough call. I think you know, if Emma Harris just sticks with him and just, you know, rides it out, remembering that the temperatures and weather is set to variable, so we don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but
well, it's currently
certainly nothing forecast but sun at the moment.
22 ambient, 27 track.
Yep. So if I was M. Harris and I had his abilities, I would be trying to just stick with Panda, putting a little bit of pressure on him without trying to ride up his clucker, and make him work through his position and maybe just force an error, and then take the advantage then. But yeah, it is a tough one. Just try and keep clean lines, I guess. Stay off the curbs.
We got a good little battle here, and with Bits and Missing and Saint Sim, and Rickman and Shaky.
Yeah, and Christoph. So it's all happening, isn't it?
It's still sort of together here. Griffiths has actually pulled out a little bit here. They were a bit closer before, and Bits and Missing having a little bit of a scrapes on the side of his Mercedes here, and Saint Sim getting closer and closer to the back of his car here. So, looking pretty racy here. Will they have a look down the straight?
Ooh, who was that?
Kickett just took a ride over the sausages there off the side of the track.
Very, very lucky that he kept that straight, to be honest. When you go over those sausages, they will throw your car into the fence most times. So obviously he's good at riding the sausage, which is good. Gaz, more wine. Yeah, no, I've tried to steer clear of the wine a little bit, mate. I had a foam in the ears last week where apparently I had a little bit too much to drink, and I think I lost about 2 or 3 hours of my night. And I was reminded by my son and my wife that yeah, probably not to drink that much wine. So anyway, when in Rome, as they say.
That's exactly right. So we've got this battle here. We've got this is still following around. Shamrock is obviously, you know, he's had a few issues early on in the race, but back into 11th, which is, you know, looking, you know, pretty good for a bit of a decent recovery.
Oh, hold on. M. Harris just taking the lead. Just overtook. Oh, they're having a good battle here. Funky Panda on the inside.
No, he's got him.
And I think he's got him. M. Harris for the lead. So sorry to interrupt you, but I just got to him, mate. Oh, Funky Panda having another look.
Bit of multi-car movement there. Very interesting.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to try something, guys, because, look, if you don't try, you don't ever know, do you? So I'm going to hit the replay button. And let's see what occurs.
Oh, hang on. Panda's got him up on the inside here. Or did.
He's
You're going to have a
still
run on
he's
him
all
down
over
through
him.
turn 11. He just needs to be careful because we all know that you get a lot of aero wash off the back of these cars.
Yep.
And it doesn't take much to lose control. You get the old Scandinavian flick going on.
Yeah.
He wants it back though.
Yeah. Well, there he is.
Sure
He's got it
does.
on the inside there. He's going wide. He's going to look at diving back down the inside.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, he doesn't know. Give them space though. Harris gives them space.
Yep.
The drag down the straight here.
And you know what this
But
is?
look what's
You know,
happening in the background.
it's inviting Sparky into the
Absolutely.
into the
Bumpy
game.
Panda around the front. He's done it. He's back and front. This is great racing between these two. So can M. Harris head back here?
Well,
They
he's
got to be
back. He's up
careful.
nearly 2 seconds.
Yeah, yes, exactly. They got to be careful here because they're going to let Sparky into this battle here.
They both look a little bit unsettled. I know they got good speed, but they just don't look clean. Like this is they're right on the edge.
Yeah, so they could be really heating up their tyres if all the extra battling here. And Sparky's just staying clean and consistent, so he's probably loving seeing this battle in front of him unfold.
Well, pack temperature's gone down at 1 degree. 49 minutes to go. That's not too much of a difference.
They'll start changing their pressures there then, so they'll change a few handling characteristics for some of the drivers here.
So this is another track too that will suit Chris O in the Porsche. So will all these Panda's gone wide, corner exit. M. Harris has come back around.
Around the outside.
And look where Sparky is right now.
Sparky's right there.
And my apologies to Sparky. I don't know why I have changed that prefix to PRT and it's showing GRT again, so I don't know what's going on there. So apologies, but it's definitely PRT. No, it's not BHR. No, you get stuffed, right? Fair income.
What?
You can't have everybody, all right?
No, I don't.
You can't have 30 drivers in BHR in the one race.
Sorry.
Not with that attitude.
No, exactly.
As Gaz has just said, yeah, there's some great racing going on here,
Sure is.
which is great
This
to
is
see.
exactly what we want to see.
Yep.
And even, without taking anything away from the other guys, like Scotty Pye's 2 tenths behind Shamrock.
Yep.
And don't leave this battle, but just, looks like some of the guys are really pushing.
Yeah, good little battle here down the back of the pack. The 4 of them. Scotty Pye and
Sparky's just
Shaky.
dropped off again.
I think it's a scenario, and look, I could be wrong, but I think the guys, when you look at them, they prefer. Oh, Harris gets a bit sideways. They prefer to chase than to lead. It appears. There's not a lot between the 2 cars, so they prefer to chase than lead. And Sparky's going to be up here, and he's going to be well and truly into it in a minute.
Well, he only needs to get a good run on it, and he'll just stick it right down in the middle of these guys.
Well, the Audi's quite quick, as we know.
Yeah.
And what did he do with his teammate here? He's got to be careful because they're teammates as well.
Well, if he's going to make a pass, he's got to make it clean. I don't know if there's team rules, but I wouldn't have thought so.
So going into this race, do you think Sparky might have an idea that M. Harris probably have the speed on him, but at the moment, Sparky seems to be the cleaner driver, but maybe because M. Harris and Panda are just battling so hard.
Well, coming out of turn 6, both of these guys, Harris and Panda, are floating with a sausage, whilst the BMW seems to absorb that sausage. I feel like their car's not just, it looks really unsettled, so They're risking it at the moment, running over that sausage. I just feel like if they continue to do that, they're risking track limits, but they're also risking the car own something to the point where it will just spin off or turn off into the barrier.
Yeah, I agree. It's always a risky thing flirting with the sausage.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that, Knox.
That'll do
You
me.
said it.
That'll do me. You bet.
said it.
Seriously.
We've got some graphics up on the screen. Okay, man. Looks like it's. Are you adjusting sound or something?
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's not. It won't be in the stream.
Oh, that was
okay.
just covering my screen. That's
Yeah. Sorry. Apologies.
Oh, that's right.
And metal. Race hard and pass.
That's it. Hard and fair.
Yeah. Well, we're 3/4 of the way through the race anyway. Sorry, a quarter of the way through the race. I'm just trying to get through the race quickly by the sounds of it when I say it like that.
The Saint Sim here is closed up the gap to Bits and Missing here, down in 7th. Now these guys are still having a good old battle here. Yeah, I think it started since the start of the race as well.
Well, given that position 7 and 8, Kick It and Rip It qualified higher than St. Sims. St. Sims leading the AM individual championship at the moment. This is a good result for him to be ahead of Kick It and Rip It. Copper Call, he's moving up ever so slightly. He's 6 seconds behind, but he's looks like he has been running a clean race. So who's 5:16? Shamrock. Is that him in the pits?
Yeah, that's in the pits. Looks like he's doing his mandatory stop. Oh.
He's gone in early.
No, he's gone.
Oh.
Has he?
He must have had a terminal issue there.
That's disappointing. He'd made his way back up into 10th.
Yeah, he was doing very well.
Yeah, from a couple of early spins.
Yeah, not sure what happened there.
Not sure the circumstances there, but one of the things that we've always said, and obviously consistently through streams, is regardless of what happens on track and whatever your position, it's always better to try and stay and do the race. And even if you only get 1 point, we've seen how close the teams' championships get sometimes, and there's been like 3 and 4 and 5 points difference. So that 1, 2, or 3 extra points that you could get is definitely well worth it sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's pretty much what I did last round. I had a shocker of a second race at Kyalami. Pretty much dead last after the first couple of lap incidents. Decided to stay out and.
No. Shamrock's showing again. I think he has disconnected and he's come back in.
Yes.
Yeah, quite possible.
Quite possibly.
If that's the case.
Oh, that's a shame if that's
and he'll be held there too. Yeah, he did. I
Another minute and a half.
I just messaged him. Did you disconnect? And yep. So at least he's back in the room. He'll just be held there now for that mandatory minute and a half, 2 minutes or whatever it may be. So anyway, back to the action.
Yeah, it seems to have settled down a little bit between these guys.
For now,
they're still pressing each other. Panda's got the lights on.
I think the other thing worth noting too, guys, is when you look at the championship ahead, this being the penultimate round, is that M. Harris's closest rival is Bits and Missing. So he's got to look at the scenario or make the call. Am I better off taking a second or a third because I'm still finishing ahead of my closest rival, which is the No, that's a decision he'll have to make. You know, if the battle gets heated, where to a degree Panda and particularly Sparky don't have a lot to lose.
No, they don't.
They have plenty to gain.
Just on that back straight 2K, man. Panda and M Harris come out of turn 10 side by side.
Yep.
And it just like I was saying before, you get a good run out of turn 10. And you know, even before they got halfway up to the next corner, M Harris had pulled in front of him. So, you know, it just shows how important that turn 10 exit is.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get that extra run.
I tell you,
we might just watch this.
Oh,
yeah, go.
Team Little Bear into the pits.
Yep. I'm just interested to see, so Panda's taking a slightly wider entry line in, trying to maximise his corner exit speed here. He's doing a little bit of an undercut.
Ooh. Putting himself in his mirrors, make him trying to look.
It sure is. I'm just not quite sure that that's the right approach, to be honest. He's better off setting himself up to get that better corner exit speed. Then that way, then at least he gets a bit of a draft down this long back straight. I mean, and Sparky's right there now.
Yep, ready to pick up the pieces if anything happens.
Sparky is in PRT, Stu. We just had that conversation where K-Man's technical limitations with the keyboard.
No, I changed it last time, but for some reason I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I know where he belongs. We know where he belongs. Bounty, who does the point score, knows where he belongs.
I just caught a big snapper.
Oh, I'm still in a Mercedes apparently.
Metal fluffed it. Yeah, righto. I fluffed it.
The white bearded snapper I just caught.
So Sparky's made a little bit of a mistake, or have these two just pulled away?
I think he's made a mistake. That's he dropped it a little. Panda on the inside here. They're giving each other space. He's going to be on the outside here for the next right-hander. I don't think it's going to work out for him. No.
No. So
now Harris has run wide. Yeah, it has worked
under
out.
and over.
Can he
so definitely putting on a good show, these guys. But,
absolutely.
Definitely not doing themselves any favours. How many lead changes is that now? Is it about 5 or 6, isn't it?
Something like those lines.
Count.
Yeah, there's been a few.
I can't count that high.
Somebody ought to just give a bit of time to, mate. He's had a pretty wretched season in this Porsche. Keeping an eye on the gaps up there at the top. He's had a terrible time, Christoph, in the Porsche for SAR. But he keeps going around and around and around. He managed to nail himself a podium in the one of the sprint races. And here he is, sitting up in P4. So it might be one of those things, he's finally coming to grips with the car as the season winds up. So, you know, well done to him for sticking it out. It's not an easy car to drive. It takes a certain amount of finesse, that's for sure. So, good to see him up around the pointy end where he probably belongs.
Yeah, it is. For sure.
It is a difficult car to drive. I know when I did a season in that, you know, once you learn the off-throttle engine braking, how all that works, and it's an awesome car to drive. On the longer tracks, it's terrible. On the shorter tracks, it's an absolute beast. But I believe that that Porsche is going to get a few extra legs in the next update, I believe, which will definitely be interesting. So people like Aware, for instance, that will certainly fit into their wheelhouse. When it comes out.
Well, apparently we're getting an extra bop on top of the patch soon as well, so it might get reined in a little bit.
Okay. So what do you mean by that? I know what the bop is, but in terms of a particular car or cars or?
We're talking about the Porsche. So apparently the latest bop for the current Porsche, it's doing pretty ridiculous straight line speeds,
Yep.
which is actually more in line with real life. It's got good straight line speed.
Yeah, good.
But the new Porsche, it's kind of actually not that great on the straights. But I think the patch after the bot patch after the 1.9 patch. So too many patch words here. We'll be fixing all the bop issues and trying to bring all the cars closer together.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Who knows what happens? Who knows what happens for console though?
No, that's right. But could be interesting for season 10.
Yes.
Might see a few more Volkswagens out there.
But it's not an easy car to drive. It's very. You got to get the tune just right for it. You off a little bit, tiny little bit, for a track. You could be half a second off. So, and then with the variable weather, it's very hard to keep the pace in it. But if you find the right settings for it, it's probably one of the fastest cars in the ACC.
The biggest problem I found with it, Knox, was the fuel burn. So, you know, say from going out with 85 litres of fuel down to say 20 could be a difference of 0.5 in the aero balance, which is massive.
Yeah, and that's something you just got to deal with in the Porsche. As you drive, you just sort of got to deal with the extra rotation that you get, or less rotation depending what's happening with your setup. And sometimes it can catch you out too.
It sure can. It's definitely got a ripping sound, that's for sure.
Oh, and it's probably one of the most fun cars to drive though. Even if you're not fast in it, it's a bloody good drive though.
Here's a bloke that did a great job for us last week, broadcasting and heading up the team for the broadcast of the Tier 1 race.
Yeah, big shout out to those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, to EXO.
What was the takeaway saying that you were talking about?
Oh, look, I think there was a few, you know.
Hiding in their grandpa.
Yeah, I think the top 19, I think it was, were covered by under a second. So it was tighter than his grandfather's wallet. So that was a classic, and you know, getting in trouble for telling everybody that somebody was up somebody's ass. You know, and had to constantly apologise. It was a great job. It was a great job by those guys, and I hope they enjoyed it, and hopefully they can turn up again next Tuesday night and do it for us again.
And I think they set the Ruse record for the most amount of money spent on the swear jar.
Well, they're only calling it how they say it, and AB Saints is definitely one that his second language involves a lot of swear words. So if he didn't say too many, then he's done well. But definitely characters, those guys. I mean, EXO. I don't know if anyone's actually seen a picture of EXO, but just think about I don't know EXO's age exactly, but just think about a slightly oversized, long-haired Bon Scott wearing a black singlet on a stage singing, you know, AC/DC. Not the sort of guy you would want to meet in a back alley. I can tell you that much. But funny as hell when he talks, and very passionate about his racing.
I think Thor mixed with a rock god.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go. That's your image.
Well,
that's it.
A lot of the cars are spreading out a little bit now. I know that obviously Sparky has taken his stop, except the two protagonists. Oh no, M. Harris is in. He is in. So this will be interesting.
Back temperature down to 24.
Yeah, and
3 degrees.
ambient 21 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dropped a few degrees now.
Yep, they'll be cooling off, so the boys will have to be making some adjustments to their pressures from their starting point. So, Panda's
Gone
run
wide.
wide there over the sausages, so that won't help his if he's pushing on this lap to then try to come back in for a pit stop in behind Harris.
And a possible course cut warning there too.
Yep.
To add to the tally.
Massive sausage fest for these guys tonight.
Too many sausages, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
I reckon there's a pretty good meme about that.
Now M. Harris is on his way out. And what is Panda going to do? This is the question. Nice work by Wayne Morris getting out of the road there. Oh, stop go for M. Harris. 32nd.
Oh. And that has just absolutely blown his race wide open now.
Absolutely.
Definitely not what he wanted.
No. And he does.
He's got a lot of work to do now.
He does have to be careful because there is a glitch in the game that if you come in the very next lap, for some reason it doesn't always recognise it and take it off. You've got to let a couple of laps run. So I'm hoping he does that.
So this race just became a race of damage limitation for him now.
Yep. Correct.
This is going to be like a Renee Gracie moment for him from the OnlyFans. He's going to throw the toys out of the cot. Yeah, that's a terrible situation for him.
Yeah.
It's Flung Poo Panda's race to lose now.
Absolutely. Well, he's got all the time in the world, hasn't he? He can take it easy now. He's got. I think he had enough of a gap over Sparky even before Sparky pitted. So, good work. He's not going into the pits yet. That's a good thing. So, what is Panda doing?
I just noticed the blue flags are flying there. That's surely that's not for Saint Sim. Oh, Saint Sim's gone into the pits now, but
It
that was a bit odd.
Shouldn't have been. Yeah, that is. Oh, well, unless he's more than a lap down, I don't know.
Oh, who's he coming up behind? Who's in the Lexus?
That'd be Exorcist.
Yep.
He's run wide there.
I think so. Yep.
So he gets the inside line there on Exorcist. Didn't battle him too hard.
Panda's still going, so Panda's continuing to run at this point in time.
Yep.
He
So
must
this
be
is looking good
pretty comfortable.
Yep.
It's looking good for PRT. Panda, and if Sparky being where he was, certainly puts him in a good spot for finishing on the podium as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So halfway through, I might just quickly nip to the boys' room.
All right, you do that.
Won't be long.
Good luck.
Watch out for those sausages.
They'll get you every time.
Yep. M. Harris is in for his stop go.
Here we
So
go.
that's a large amount of pain.
Yeah, it'll be interesting where he comes out in.
Yep.
If he's
Oh, there's his closest rival in the pits. Bits are missing. Looks like he didn't quite pull it up on the mark there either. So that will be very frustrating.
So with all their fighting that they did, I don't think they pulled off a big enough gap to the midfield here for
No, I agree.
M Harris to sort of capitalise on that. So it's going to be very difficult for him to pull the time back.
Yeah, he'll be a little bit frustrated. He's just got to keep his cool. There he goes. And let's hope sure that clears for him.
And Bits of Mitten is in the pits now too,
Yeah.
doing his first pit. The Metal Steel saying 4 PRT in the top 10 after the pit cycle, so PRT doing a wonderful job here in this race. Going to get some good points here if they
Yep.
stay on the black stuff.
Well, M. Harris has got a bit to do, but he's got a bit of a gap, it looks like. To 175, car 175, which is okay. So that's Psycho who hasn't pitted yet.
He's about 7 and 8 seconds off kicking and rip it here.
Yep.
So he's got clean air. Down in 12th though.
It's just Panda in, is it?
Panda's in.
Yep.
He's stopped now.
M. Harris has done his
Drive through. Yep.
he said his stop go, yep.
Yep. And I think the last person to pit now. Oh, Psycho's going for another lap here too. So he's going around for one more time. Or two, we
going
don't know
long.
yet. He's going to inherit first here, but he's a little bit behind the front runners.
Yep.
But he seems to be this strategy. He might be comfortable how he's tyre handling the colder conditions. He might have.
Panda is out.
How far does Sparky? Sparky's about to turn onto the final straight now.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got this in the bag, no worries.
Yep.
And he's going to the first corner now.
There we go. Well done, Panda. In and out without any issues. So
Yes.
where's the battle at the minute? Cobb McCool here, chasing down Scotty Pye. P&L.
And Ashton and the Bentley. The two big boys having a big battle. It should be a fun little watch.
Yeah, well, it's interesting, like a few seasons ago, I mean, it was half the field with Bentleys, weren't they, K-Man?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a rarity. It's like the Ferrari. There's one Ferrari, one Bentley, a couple of Lexuses in there. And the Lexus is a pretty cool looking car. I remember Riggsy running the Lexus there for a few seasons, and he had it pretty well much dialed in as well. It's just a shame that he was inhibited with his work commitments, but yeah, it's interesting how it all changes. So Scotty Pye coming up on lap traffic there, is he?
No, that's for position. That's Shaggy K.
Oh,
Nick.
is that Nick?
That's Nick. This is a three-way battle. He's sitting inside 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Well, have they caught up on the back of Nick, have they?
Yes, they have.
It's interesting. 23 degrees, very good. Oh well, this is good that the Scotty Pye's gone wide slightly. Surprised we haven't seen any drive-throughs yet.
Well, we got one.
We got the stop go.
Yeah, that was the stop go.
That's got to be speeding in pit lane. I think coming in too hot.
Yep, that's easy to do.
And he's on that corner. It's a real short entry and straight into it.
Yeah, you've got to know where, with
pit entry is certainly something you need to practice. So I know guys like to get out and practice their laps after lap after lap, but crucially important to also practice your pit entries as well. Even just, you know, going into the pit box is super important.
Yeah.
One of the things I drive from the dashboard, but one of the things I do when I come into the pits is quickly cycle through to the bonnet, and then, you know, try and get it right in the middle of the board there with held by the pit man, and then cycle back to the dashboard from there. But I'm sure that everyone else has got their own little things that they do. You driving from the dash box?
Yep, dashboard, and I line up I line up the dash with part of my like speedometers to where I got to brake and stop the car.
Yep.
And how far over to the left or right I need to be. So I kind of worked that out just by staying in the dash. So I don't really need to change the camera view, and it seems to work. But I think, yeah, the hardest bit is actually judging your braking distance to get into the pit area, down to the pit speed.
Sorry guys, this might be a little bit close here with Psycho trundling out the pit lane with Shaky. Oh no, not necessarily, no, they've got in front of him.
But these guys here,
coming pretty hot under Scotty Pye there.
Yeah.
Well, Scotty's all over Shaky as well, so it's all three of them fighting hard here for this, for seventh here. An awesome little battle here for the mid pack.
Yeah, and great control from Scotty Pye as well, especially being on the controller.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Still don't know how he does it, to be quite honest, but it can be done.
Honestly, never tried the controller because I'm too scared to.
Yeah.
But he makes it look like he's on the wheel, so, which is pretty amazing.
I remember when I was trying to convince my wife that I needed to get a steering wheel for the racing, and she said, "Why can't you continue to use the controller?" And I just said, "Look, I can't do it. It's just impossible." So yeah, it took a little bit of convincing to change her mind, but she was supportive, thankfully. Helps when you come from an actual racing background. Her parents race speedway, so she's fully aware of my interests. And who we got up in front of Shaky in the theme? Is that Wayne?
Oh,
Yep,
on track. On track, yeah, it's Wayne. He's out of the road.
He's got quite a bit of damage there.
Yep, he's out of the road again. Great work.
Yeah, this is Wayne's first season. Hadn't done ACC before. Still learning a lot.
Oh, Scotty's gone deep there.
Yep, copped up on
But
his
he'll
shot.
still have the line. Yep.
And notice those guys don't even go anywhere near the sausage.
Yep.
As expected.
As expected.
Yeah, I don't mind giving it a bit of a bang occasionally.
Nothing wrong with touching them here and there.
No, I give it a bit of a bang on the odd occasion.
Yeah.
But you got to be careful though. Very hard to be consistent through that. Back to racing terms.
Yes, absolutely.
And Scotty Pye's just fallen off the back of Shaky here a little bit. And Cobb too as well. But I'm sure they'll group up once again and have another crack at each other. But Shaky K doing a really good job to take all this pressure in the Audi. Looking very clean too in the Audi. Nice and shiny still.
He is, except that last corner there, he had a little bit of off-throttle oversteer, which I found interesting. But still maintain his distance by the looks of it. It's good that Nick's doing this too, K-Man. It gives him...
I'll be on the inside. I think
he's
Exorcist's gone back down the inside.
Yeah,
he's gone back in.
Not giving up.
Good little racing there.
This is like a WWE moment for these two guys at the moment, back and forth.
Yeah. I know, nice and clean moves there. And Cobb having another little look on the inside. Oh. Cobb wants to...
What was that? We've noticed your Norton password for Grinder has expired.
Yeah, it has, mate. It has. Yeah.
What the hell?
I've got to get that fixed.
And Wayne Morris with a drive-through as well, unfortunately.
Yep.
Stephen McDonald has got Scotty in the room next to him.
Say that again.
On the YouTube. Stephen McDonald has got Scotty Pye in the room next to him.
Must be his brother.
Yep. Poor old Wayne Morris has got to drive through. Might be one too many track cuts.
Yeah. He's not having the best race this round.
Well, hang on. Stephen might even be Devon's dad. Maybe he can confirm.
It was Scotty Pye put a couple of nice photos up there when the F1 was in Melbourne. And he had an opportunity to get into the pits there with the F1 cars, and
nice.
Yeah, it was a good moment for him. I think he likes doing. He does his blogs on updates through the internet. Yep, so it's his brother. Hey, Stephen, welcome, mate.
Hey, yeah, welcome to the stream.
He's doing another solid job. Scotty, absolutely.
You, are we going to see you next season as well, Steve? In a Bentley or something? Take on your brother?
Oh, Cobb's got a bit of a run here. He has too. Scotty's made a little bit of a mistake there, but
yep.
I'm sure he'll get it back. But in the same breath, that has given Shaky the breathing space that he was looking for. So now can Scotty get that back?
Maybe Cobb McCall has a bit of pace. He might be able to chase down Shaky now and attack him. We've got 13 minutes to go, so it's still possible. And Stephen's saying our whole family were at the GP.
Yeah, just poke your head into the bedroom there, Stephen, and just tell him that Adman said stop being the cork in the bottle and unleash it and get out there and get in front of him again.
He's in the GT7 Ruse League. There you go.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Good stuff. Well, he's still getting his racing fix. But come to the dark side. Come to ACC. We got cookies.
We're the dark side anymore, aren't we, mate?
Well, we got sausages.
We do. What's happening up there? Panda 6 seconds in front.
Yep.
Team Little Bears 11 seconds behind Sparky. So you got a good mix of teams there. SAR, P5. BHR's highest is Scotty Pye. So this will definitely be an opportunity for some of these other teams to capture some team points to go towards the overall championship tables.
Yep, PRT 4 in the top 10, 5 in the top 11.
So there you go. There's a awesome opportunity for that to happen for those guys.
Now, I don't know how far Bits of Missing was to Team Little Bear the last couple of laps, but he's creeped up to about 1.4 seconds now. So I think he's catching him bit by bit here. So something could be on in the next couple of laps here. for a podium.
Yeah, well, anything's possible, isn't it?
Mm.
Track temperature's down to 21, so if the guys haven't, been able to set their tyre temperatures correctly.
He's definitely catching. He's down to a second now.
Definitely closing in.
So Team Little Bear might be feeling the temperature. Starting to mess with his tyre pressures here now. And bits it always helps to have a car in your focus. It sort of really pushes you along, helps you find your lines and your braking points. So,
well, it sure does. But the other thing too, Knox, is if you notice these two guys, and it's pretty typical every round, but they've always got clean cars. There's hardly. I mean, you got Team Little Bear with his jazzed up bloody Honda. Very rarely does it ever have a scratch on it. Traditionally, it used to have more hits than Elvis, but this season it's been just. And again, that just shows the level where these guys have increased, and I think that if you've got anywhere from 5 to 15 seconds of damage on your car, it's going to be it's going to have a contributing factor to the overall performance of it.
he might have less hits than Elvis, but I think he's had more spins than a record player though this season.
Touche.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bit of disappointment.
Kenny Rogers is coming in.
Yeah, Christoph's got a drive through.
Oh.
All that hard work, brought undone by obviously no doubt I would be saying track limits. So that's not great news. So yeah,
I'd be saying track limits, and I'd also be saying a few choice curse words.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the moment when, especially this late in the race, you want to sort of like just go and hide in a hole somewhere.
Yep.
I think what's that song?
We've missed this, but Cobb's got in front of Shaky.
Oh.
Wow. Well,
when did that happen?
The one with Misano, I think, catching up to Team Little Bear.
Yep.
Yeah. So Shaky might have had a moment.
Yeah, very true.
Cobb's actually a decent away from him, so Shaky's still there. And
Well,
Scotty
that's not a
Pye
bad
right
effort
there
from where
to
he's-
pick up the pieces too. He's not giving up.
Bloody Nick's hammering that sausage. I swear that thing just launches the car when you hit him. But it's obviously paid off because he was right at the back end of Copper Call.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah, though he wants his position back. Oh, very close to his bumper there.
Scotty Pye did make now, waiting for these two guys to make contact and make a mistake.
He'd be rubbing his hands together.
Not yet, because he's got his hands on the controller. Don't let go of that controller, Scotty Pye.
Oh, he's hoping that they rub together though too, in front of him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, Nick's not going to give up without a fight, that's for sure. But that battle between Bits and Misson and Team Little Bear looks like it's stabilised, so we'll just keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, sitting at
But definitely the battle's here right now between these three guys.
Yep. We'll keep an eye on that.
Jeez, if these three guys continue to battle, will M. Harris join the party? Oh, no, he won't. Too far behind, sorry.
Yeah, no, he's too far back, I think. Unless I make a genuine
8 seconds behind.
big mistake.
Yeah, no.
I tell you what, he's had a good crack at it though. He's come from what 13th or 12th.
Yeah, back into the top 10.
But 7 seconds.
Oh,
So he's in
he's
the
looking
top
up bloody
10 now.
Cobblekill's exhaust pipe. Yeah, it's very close, very close. And Scotty Pie's closed back in on the these two guys fighting for position.
I think even Psycho's starting to catch him too.
Looks like he is. Well, there's M. Harris
Yeah.
Yeah.
with 5 minutes to go. There's still an opportunity for him to make up a position or two here. If some of these guys
Quite
have
too
an
hard.
off.
Yeah.
Come on, Scotty Pie.
Yeah,
Or
this
Ron
could be
Jeremy and stick it in there.
could be a great great spot for him for Scotty Pie here. One of his better races, I think. And wave the flag for the BHR people for T2.
Yeah, he sure is, and he does it quite often. This Scotty Pie. He's still got some really good lines as well. Just needs to get that Bentley hooked up a little bit better. Maybe drop his brake bias a little bit just to move it back to balance between the front and rear and get all four wheels
Yeah,
working for him.
the big heavy boy, the Boatley. And after the BOP update for console, that he's probably making life a little bit harder for himself against an Audi than the Astons.
Sure is.
And Psycho is closing. 1.7.
This could turn into a 4 or 5 car sushi train soon, I reckon. What have we got came in? About 2 laps.
3 I'd be
After this
thinking.
one?
I think it'd be three laps, probably.
Shamrock says no commentator curse, please.
Oh.
We don't do commentators' curses. We just push
No.
the button and they flick off the track.
Yeah, that's right, I've got the controller here.
Yeah, blame K-Man if anything bad happens.
Yeah, he's the production manager.
Yeah.
And thank you, mate, for stepping up again. I know you were looking to have a night off.
No, that's okay.
But,
Yeah, bloody
again,
my
we-
difficulties getting the better of me.
Yep, you're not related to Stu by any chance, are you, mate?
Oh no, there's Psycho's gone.
He's
he?
gone
Oh,
off
no,
the
he
grass.
saved it. He saved it. He
still saved it.
Yeah, he went off big time. Bitzer. And Team Little Bear.
Ooh,
M. Harris.
here we go.
Will be right on the back
Oh,
of
there you go.
Psycho
He's
here
gotten
now.
in the inside of Team Little
Yeah,
Bear.
he's got him.
So Team Little Bear had a big wide entry there. Wide exit, wide entry.
Oh, there's 2 minutes to go. Team Little Bear will fight hard for that back to get that podium back. So it's not over yet. Oh, and Scotty Pie's just gone off. Scotty Pie has just gone off. Oh, he's gone
he's
to
gone into
the
the
pits
pits.
too. I just missed that, caught the end of it, and he was driving on the grass, so he must have hit the wall.
Okay.
That is so unfortunate. With a minute and a half to go.
And disqualified.
What happened there?
Disqualified. I wonder what's happened there.
I've got no idea.
Oh, I don't
Maybe
have an
he
answer
did
for
go
that.
off track and taken too much of the track.
Like a shortcut, like across a
Yeah,
part of the track,
yeah.
and gained way too much time and has DSQ'd him. That could
Oh,
possibly be the scenario.
that is just tragic. With
I'd like
yeah,
that's
only a couple laps to go. But Little Bear all over the back of Bits and Mitson here.
Well, I tell you, it's
Looking to
not
take
over
his
till it's
battery
over,
back.
is it? Here we go.
No.
Yeah, right till the fat lady sings.
La, la, la.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Never try to say it again.
The fat bearded lady.
Don't do that. Don't do that again.
Fat bit like that.
Fat bearded lady, yeah. It's chicken legs.
All right, let's not forget about. We'll watch this battle to the end, but let's not forget about Panda. Great drive from him. Solid as always.
Yep.
Sparky God, great effort in P2, and you know what a great haul of points for Bits and Missing second in the championship.
Yes.
You know, coming up to P3, but you know, as fate sort of has it with some of the other cars, M. Harris has ended up back in 8th.
But this is going to really pull the champ. Oh! And
There
yeah,
goes
Tim
that
Littlebear
sausage.
taking a big oversteer moment there. So he lost the back of Bits and Minton here a bit on the final lap. And he's gone wide again, so he overheated the tyres.
So he's definitely thrown that away,
Yep.
that opportunity.
But yeah, going back to Flung Poo Panda and Bits of Mission, it's gonna really change up the championship battle here coming after this round. We've got one round left. It's gone tighten things up, so anything
Here
can
he is.
happen now.
Panda
Ball
crossing
on
the
the board.
line.
Well done, Panda.
Well done, Panda.
Great drive. Great drive.
The leader has finished
Very
the race.
strong drive.
And Sparky in P2, PRT 1-2.
Fantastic job from PRT there.
BRT, 3 in the top 5. That's excellent result.
And here we got GRT and Team Little Bear doing his
trying.
best he can to get his trying. Not quite enough, but fantastic drive from both of them there. But I think Bear might be kicking himself a little bit there with
Here comes Saint Sim,
poss-
another solid drive in the Ferrari into P5.
Yep.
And given that he's leading the AM Championship as well.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Excellent
didn't
job.
see much of him, but very solid drive there.
Cobb McCool. B6. M. Harris. Look, there's a bit of teamwork. That'll keep make the dream work. Shakey's pulled over and allowed M. Harris to come past him at the end.
Oh, that's worthy of a protest, I reckon.
It's all about the points. Maybe he was out of fuel. Christoph,
multi-21.
Yeah, multi-21, and back into Christoph got himself back into P10. So,
Yeah, good job.
thoughts on the race, guys?
Ah, great. Just, you know, we saw some awesome battles there at the pointy end between Panda and M. Harris and Sparky coming into the mix there. And even, mid pack racing was fantastic. Unfortunate for M. Harris to get his stop go. But you know what? Can't just be clean out on the track. You've got to be clean in the pits as well.
Exactly, and we saw that with Christopher as well, and Exorcist. So we're running right up there. We're going to get some really good points, and then you get the penalty or disqualification, and that's the end of your race, pretty much.
Yep, and an awesome points haul for PRT towards the team championship. I know that they're a fair bit behind, but I do believe that they've got some of their tier 1 guys that aren't performing that well at the moment or have had some shockers. So, with 2 rounds to go, including tomorrow next week for tier 1. But there's definitely some opportunities for some big changes and shake-ups in the overall team's championship points standings, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you to the viewers
all to play
tonight
here.
too. It sure is. Thank you to the viewers tonight. Thanks for the comments. Apologies at the very start with the technical issues. It certainly, as we say every round, this is we do this
voluntarily. Apart from K-Man, he gets quite a big pay packet for doing this stuff. But
What?
we no, we absolutely just like to try and bring the best that we can with what we've got to you guys, so you can sit back and in your lounge chairs and watch. But yeah, so thank you to the wider Ruse audience as well.
Yeah, and give us another thumbs up if you haven't yet. And yeah, the more views that we get, the more races we may get too. So it's it's a win-win situation for everyone.
Yeah. K-Man, Knox, good luck for next week.
Yeah, you too, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See what happens. Hopefully no rain, because I haven't practiced yet in the rain.
No, but yeah, it should be good.
Yep.
Looking
Should
forward
be
to it.
thrilling. Yeah. Tune into
No
that
worries.
next week, guys. I'm not commentating because I'll be driving.
I'll be commentating and drinking red wine and driving.
Beautiful.
And hitting the sauce
Multitasking.
and hitting the sausages. So.
That's